Stephen Curry might not have suited up for the 2026 NBA All-Star Game, but he still managed to steal the weekend without playing a single minute. While all eyes were supposed to be on the stars actually taking the floor, one short interview with Curry from the sidelines completely shifted the conversation and sent NBA fans into a frenzy about what's coming in 2027. Because in the middle of the broadcast, with everyone wondering how much longer he's going to keep doing this at the highest level, Stephen Curry finally gave a clear answer about his future in one of the league's most beloved all-star events, the three-point contest. And he didn't dance around it. When he was asked point-blank if he planned to take part in the three-point contest at the 2027 NBA All-Star Weekend, his response was as direct as a shooting form, 100%. That simple answer immediately calmed the nerves of a lot of fans who had quietly started to wonder if they'd already seen the last of Curry in that event. Missing the 2026 All-Star Game with a neat issue had people thinking about his age, his mileage, and how many more big stages he has left. There was real concern that maybe his days of putting on a show on All-Star Saturday night were behind him. Instead, he used the national stage to say the complete opposite. Not only is he not done, he's already committing to coming back for more. The context makes it even more powerful. Curry's knee kept him from playing in the actual All-Star Game, which obviously disappointed a lot of fans. Anytime a player of his caliber has to sit out an event like that, especially this late in his career, people start asking if it's the beginning of the end. But rather than disappear into the background, he made sure his presence was felt off the court. That quick moment on the broadcast turned into one of the biggest headlines of the weekend and reminded everyone that Stephen Curry isn't ready to fade into the background of NBA All-Star history just yet. If there's any event that feels like it was designed for him, it's the three-point contest. His entire legacy is built on long-distance shooting and completely transforming how the game is played. He's already a two-time three-point contest champion, with titles in 2015 and 2021. And some of the most memorable moments in recent All-Star Saturday history came with him casually stepping back from deep, letting shots fly, and turning what should be a pressure-filled competition into something that looks effortless. Over time, the contest has become almost synonymous with his name. When fans think of the three-point contest, they think of Stephen Curry. That's why his absence this year stood out so much. The 2026 three-point contest still had talent. It still had drama, but there was a clear sense that something was missing. For a lot of people, it just doesn't feel complete without the greatest shooter ever lining up those racks and putting on a show. Especially at this stage of his career, when every appearance feels a little more special. There was a lingering question. Was 2025 the last time we were going to see him out there? His confirmation that he'll be back in 2027 shuts that door completely. What really added extra spark to this whole thing was what he suggested next. Curry didn't just say he was coming back for the 2027 three-point contest. He also floated the idea of getting his old running mate, Klay Thompson, involved as well. Just hearing him mention Klay in that context was enough to send fans into full imagination mode. The thought of the original Splash Brothers stepping back onto All-Star Saturday together, not just as teammates but as rivals in three-point shootout, is the kind of nostalgia and star power that the NBA dreams of. Even if it's just a possibility right now, it's a huge one. Klay Thompson is also one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. And the idea of Curry and Klay side by side again, each trying to outshoot the other under bright lights, would be must-watch basketball. It would feel like a celebration of everything they've meant to the game and everything they did together in Golden State. For longtime Warriors fans especially, that's the kind of matchup you clear your schedule for. Curry's commitment isn't only important for fans, though. It matters for the league. The NBA knows that the three-point contest has quietly become one of the most dependable highlights of All-Star Weekend. In some years, it has even outshined the dunk contest in terms of excitement and star power. Having the most recognizable three-point shooter in history publicly guarantee that he'll be there in 2027 gives the league a massive promotional boost well in advance. They can build an entire All-Star Saturday night campaign around his return, and everyone knows people will tune in just to see what he does. And the stage he's coming back on is already set up to be big. The 2027 NBA All-Star Weekend is scheduled for Phoenix, a city that loves basketball and has a rich hoops history of its own. The weather, the arenas, the fan base. It's an ideal setting for a showcase event. Now add Stephen Curry stepping into a three-point contest there, possibly with Klay Thompson and a new wave of young sharpshooters trying to take him down. And you got the ingredients for something special. Before we've even reached that season, there's already a sense that the Phoenix All-Star Weekend is going to feel like a celebration of the shooting revolution he helped create. If anyone is wondering whether Curry will still be at a high enough level in 2027 to make it interesting, all you have to do is look at what he's still doing on the court right now. In the 2025-26 NBA season, he's averaging 27.2 points per game, along with 3.5 rebounds and 4.8 assists. Those are MVP-level scoring numbers, not the stats of a player just hanging on. He remains the centerpiece of Golden State Warriors offense, still commanding double teams, still warping defenses the second he crosses half court. His career resume only adds to the weight of his promise. For NBA championships with the Warriors, 2 league MVP awards, 11 All-Star selections, first in NBA history in three-pointers made, with more than 4,000 regular season threes to his name. And on top of all the long-range numbers, his free throw percentage is above 90% for his career, one of the highest marks ever recorded, from behind the arc or at the line. He's been as automatic as anyone who has ever picked up a basketball. All of that is why the three-point contest feels like more than just a fun exhibition when he's involved. It becomes a stage where his entire legacy as a shooter is on display in concentrated form. There's no defensive coverage, no complicated schemes, just him, a rack of balls, a line on the floor, and a clock. Fans get to see the pure mechanics, the rhythm, the confidence. Over the years, some of the most unforgettable all-star moments have come from him heating up late in a round, needing a strong finish, stepping back to that money ball rack, and knocking down shot after shot while the crowd loses it. That's also part of why his 100% answer matters psychologically. It's a statement of intent. It tells you that he's planning his future, not reacting to fear about his knee or his age. By the time 2027 rolls around, he'll be even deeper into his career, but he clearly sees himself still capable of competing at an elite level on that stage. For a player with as much mileage as he has, that kind of confidence sends a message that he doesn't see the window as closed yet, not in the regular season, and definitely not during All-Star Weekend. From a fan's point of view, especially those who have grown up watching him, it also helps ease some of the anxiety about what's coming next. Anytime a superstar in his mid to late 30s misses an event because of an injury, even a minor one, the word retirement starts floating around. People begin asking how many more all-star appearances we're going to get, how many more playoff runs, how many more signature moments. Knowing that Curry is already thinking about and committing to something as specific as the 2027 three-point contest gives everyone a concrete milestone to look forward to. There's also the impact on the younger generation of players. By 2027, we're going to see even more emerging sharpshooters trying to stake their claim as the next great three-point kings. For them, getting a lineup in a three-point contest with Stephen Curry is like a badge of honor. It's a chance to test themselves against the standard. You can already imagine some young guard or wing working all year with a dream of not just making the All-Star Weekend, but actually beating Curry in that competition in Phoenix. That's how legacies overlap, and how eras in the league connect to one another. And for the NBA as a whole, this is exactly the kind of thing that keeps All-Star Weekend relevant worldwide. Having someone of Curry's stature publicly tied to the three-point contest adds legitimacy in a way that no marketing campaign can fake. It brings casual fans in, it excites die-hard supporters, and it gives international viewers a clear reason to tune in, especially in an era where long-distance shooting is one of the game's biggest global draws. Even beyond the hype, there's a symbolic element at play. Curry returning to the three-point contest in 2027 in Phoenix will almost feel like a tribute to the very style of basketball that he helped normalize. Before him, the idea of launching 10, 12, or 15 threes a game wasn't mainstream. Now, it's standard for guards and even some bigs. The league's mid-season showcase in Phoenix could end up looking like a full-circle moment, a celebration of the three-point explosion featuring the man most responsible for it, still right in the middle of the action. Of course, all of this hinges on him staying healthy enough to compete. The knee issue that kept him out of the 2026 All-Star game isn't something to ignore. The Warriors and Curry himself will definitely be cautious with his workload, especially as he racks up more seasons. But the fact that he made that commitment so confidently suggests that, at least from his perspective, this is a bump in the road, not a sign that things are winding down. Until then, he'll keep adding to the numbers that already look like something out of a video game, pouring in over 27 points a night, knocking down threes at a ridiculous volume, maintaining one of the cleanest free throw records we've ever seen, and extending a career that already includes 4 rings and multiple MVP trophies. Whether you love the Warriors or root against them, there's no escaping the reality that Stephen Curry's name is going to be threaded through NBA history forever. So when you think about the 2027 NBA All-Star Weekend in Phoenix, you can already picture one of the main events. The lights are up, the racks are set, the arena is packed, and there's Stephen Curry stepping behind the line again, years into his reign as the all-time three-point king, ready to remind everyone why this contest feels like his natural stage. Maybe Klay Thompson is out there with him. Maybe a new wave of young stars is lining up to challenge the throne. Whatever the final lineup looks like, his 100% promise has already guaranteed one thing. The three-point contest in Phoenix just became appointment viewing. The NBA wanted a reason for fans around the world to circle that date on their calendars. Curry gave them one in a single, clear answer. And unless something truly unexpected happens, we're all going to be watching in 2027 to see if the greatest shooter ever can add yet another iconic chapter to a career that has already rewritten what we thought was possible from beyond the arc.